All right, and we are live on Facebook. Are we? Yes, we are. All right, let's see if we are live on Instagram. And we'll get started in just a minute here. Yes, and we are live, both places. Satnam, hello, happy Saturday. Welcome to the first day of this 10-day challenge to uplift your home into a sacred space. I am so excited, you guys, to do this challenge. I am so looking forward to seeing the transformation that you're going to achieve if you do the work. It's that simple. If you have been following me and if you have learned about the work that I do, there is no shortcut and there is no quickie to a makeover that isn't coming from your heart and that isn't coming from your true desire to have more than just a pretty space, your true desire to have an actual sacred home. Okay, and so if you're new to this channel, to this work, to my world, welcome. My name is Paula and I am a sacred interior designer, and I absolutely love helping women design their homes into sacred spaces. I'm doing this challenge for 10 days, and each day we are going to go over one specific topic related to sacred interior design and how you can act on that same day and have one action that you take towards uplifting your home. Okay, so I'm super excited that you've taken this journey to make small changes consecutively, and I am here to hold your hand through the process. We're going to do this for 10 days. I'm going to do my very best to share for only 11 minutes so that I can keep it really concise, really practical, but also making sure that I'm not diluting how deep the work of creating these sanctuaries out of your homes is. Okay, so day one, that is today. We're going to go a little bit into what is a sacred home. And a lot of times people ask me this question, like, what is a sacred home, or why even have a sacred home? What if I just want the Pinterest perfect space that just looks really pretty on pictures for my Instagram? Well, I'm going to tell you what a sacred home is, what a sacred home is not, and why it is important, okay? So one of the biggest questions I get is, well, is this like a spiritual thing? Like, what if I'm not spiritual? What if I don't have a spiritual practice? What if I'm not religious? And my first answer to that is no, it has absolutely nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with what you desire your home to mean for you and the people that live in your space, period. Why do we need a sacred space? Simply put, because the world is falling apart and because we need to reclaim our empowerment, our sovereignty, and our desire to have the meaningful lives that we want. And where does that happen? It happens at home. Peace, just simply put, peace begins at home. And so that is the reason why you should be wanting to have a sacred home. Okay, so a lot of the times I can go really deep into the energetics of what the environment, the physical environment around us absorbs. And simply put, again, I love that concept of bringing something that can be very vague and very big. And again, this is my own challenge to say this in just 11 minutes because I can go on and on forever. But simply put, your space, your physical space, absorbs the energy of your interior world, the energy of your thoughts, the energy of what you're consuming, what you are bringing into your space. So if we are bringing a bunch of worry, fear-based thoughts into the home, that is what your house literally is absorbing. Okay, so that's the first thing, is our homes are altars. If you ever see spiritual practitioners like monks in a Buddhist temple, and you watch them bow and in reverence bow to either the feet of their guru or the candles and the altar that they create for their ceremonies, no matter what religious tradition it might be about, it is because those prayers, those desires, those connecting intentions that they are experiencing inside is actually being absorbed by these altars. And like that, your house is your altar. So what are you bowing your head towards every single day? What is the energy you want to bring into your home? How do you want your children, your lovers, your family to feel? I get chills because at the core of this work, as sexy as it might sound to use fancy chandeliers and bring beautiful things into a space, which I love and I'm all about, the sexy parts are not the real meaningful parts, you guys. And I'm sorry to disappoint you if you were looking towards a quick designer tip to get your house to look that way. It doesn't work. I have seen homes that are millions of dollars. I have worked with people with millions of dollars that are willing to spend $30,000 in a small little runner for their entryway. And their spaces, gorgeous as they might look, have no soul, have no heart, have no intention. So that is the reason why getting really clear on this first day on why you want to have a sacred home is super important, okay? So here's the prompt, all right? I'm doing really good with this time frame of 11 minutes. Here's the prompt I want to give you, and I'm actually going to write it down and put it down on the comments. And if you registered for this challenge, you will also get the replay, and you will also get the journaling prompt for you to do the work we're doing today. Every day, there will be a specific thing for you to do. Today, we are going to journal. Now, let me tell you something really quick before you don't do this journal prompt. There is so much clarity that comes when you take the time and you commit to doing the work, and it can literally be 3 minutes where you sit down and you write down what it is that you're first creating. You guys, design, again, interior design is not a sexy thing at all. It is nothing but a series of choices and of selections being made in a very strategic way. That's it. Call it what you want, but all we need to do is be really clear on why we're making these decisions. But if you want to uplift your home into a sacred space, the first decision to make is to get really, really clear of why you want that sacred home. So what you're going to ask yourself are 2 things. You guys ready? 1, what are you struggling with in your home? Whether it's in the physical space, whether it's in how your family feels. Are you struggling in your relationships with your kids? Are your kids unable to focus and play with any of their toys because they have too much? Are you drowning in clutter and just have no place to sit and feel at peace? Are you having just a bunch of unfinished projects? I got these requests for a lot of people to join my Facebook group this week, and I was almost in tears, heartbroken, seeing how overwhelmed, stressed out, and disconnected so many women are, and I get chills again, from their homes and from their lives. When we have these sacred containers and we meticulously and ferociously choose to make our home our sanctuaries, we can free so much space in our mind and in our heart to actually live the life we want. When you transform this physical space, you transform how you feel. And when you change how you feel, you change how you live your life. It's that simple. So, what are your struggles? Be so honest. Write them all down. Do not edit them. Don't inhibit yourself. Just do it. Be honest and do it. when you have that list of questions or of struggles that you're creating, then get really clear on how do you want to feel in your house. And I'll give you a really quick tip to be able to do that work. And it is every struggle that you're writing, okay, you're going to know how you want to feel by choosing the opposite. So if you're feeling really stressed out, then what you want to feel is a lot of peace or a space to relax in if your house is a cluttered mess. Whatever it is, think of the opposite. And I'm only giving you that tip because a lot of times we are so overwhelmed and so stressed out, we don't even know how we want to feel. We just know the reality of where we are. I want you to do this work, and it goes deeper. It goes so deep back into, this is what I gather from working with so many women inside my coaching program, and it is that most of us do not feel like we belong. A lot of us, the stories are insane, you guys, have shared with me, a lot of the women that I work with have shared with me how they just growing up never felt like they had a home. They never felt at home in their own house. They just didn't feel like they belong. So don't edit yourself. Don't hold back from really sharing your struggles and going deep into your emotional body, into your physical space. Of course, share with yourself all of the physical issues you have. Again, the clutter, the unfinished room, the ugly art your mother-in-law left you when she died, whatever it is, write it down, but then go into how do you wish to feel? And when you do that, please send it to me if you want. I would love to see that. If you don't feel vulnerable enough to share with me, that's okay. Invite your friends to join this challenge. Tag me in your posts about this challenge, and let's do this together. I will be here again tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for 11 minutes. And tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we're going to learn all about quieting your mind, because what you might see after you do the prompt from today is how cluttered your own mind is. And then, of course, wouldn't that make sense that if your mind is a cluttered mess, your home would also feel that way and look that way? So today, you're going to write down what you're struggling with and how you want to feel in your home. And I will see you again here tomorrow at 11 o'clock. And I hope you guys have a beautiful Saturday. Sat Nam.